Well, good morning. We had a really cold weekend. I was up almost every night just checking on temperatures. And temperatures, we hit 15 on Saturday night, and last night we hit 17. So I would come out here. My frost cloth was actually frozen on top because the condensation fell down on the frost cloth. So I really don't know what's under here. I may have complete devastation. I don't know. I did leave a pan of sprouts, microgreens out that had gone a little too far, but you can see we got a hard frost in here. It killed pretty much everything that was left out. But I covered everything. So let's take a look and see. Chinese cabbage looks great. Bok choy looks great. These are all the small cabbages, and I have two little kale plants. But even more importantly, this was what I was concerned about. All the lettuce. There's freckles, there's butter crunch. The red is Lola Rosa, and it all came through that cold snap just fine. So the trick, I guess, for me is make sure everything is double covered. Even the ones that were close to the ends and the edges made it. So I could not be happier right now. I wasn't worried at all about the kale. The kale looks pretty good. In fact, I probably could have left that uncovered. But here we have some spinach, which really wasn't bothered at all. This is freckles and a little freckles romaine, one bok choy. I think I'm going to put more bok choy in this empty spot. This kale is ready to come out, so I'll put something else in there. But the parsley, can you even see it? So we'll give it a day. I'll water it again, see if it comes up. The rosemary is alive. Looks kind of bad, but then we had kind of bad weather. So all in all, a successful weekend. So perhaps after a little insulation, I don't know if this would survive 40 below zero weather like we had this winter. Maybe if I had been more diligent about really covering it with plastic. And the frost cloth I'm using is the lightest one I could get, and I just doubled it up. So I do think maybe an investment of a heavy duty frost cloth might be in my future. So I have to say, after listening to the news this weekend and this morning, I just came in from a really long walk because I can't live here anymore. My brain is spinning. I don't know if anybody else is as alarmed as I am. I do know 49.6% of the people who harvest our fruits and vegetables in this country are migrant workers. That's going to leave a hole. So I personally can't grow enough food. I personally can't order enough potatoes. I'm going to go buy a few more beans this week, probably another 50 pounds of beans, and I just bought another 50-pound bag of Canadian organic bread flour, and I bought another 50-pound bag of barley. I know I have enough in the garden to keep me going, and if I have those staples, the chickens are at the farm and seed, so I will be getting, my one chicken's just not going to make it for me. And I think the more I hear, the more I'm interested in putting maybe a stand in my little tiny front yard with plants, available plants, and maybe some produce. Eggs. It's just crazy what's happening right now. We've lost our central compass is what's happened. So I am today cleaning out my back room, getting my seed trays ready. I'm putting in more parsley today. And don't neglect the pollinators. I'm putting in lots of, I like status because it dries and I can bring it in the house in the winter. I'm helichrysum, straw flowers. I'm starting those. Usually I just sprinkle those outside. Breadseed poppies have gone in. So yeah, but today is a day of cleanup. Today I woke up and said, get the party started. I feel like this was the day to move forward. This was the day to, it's like game on. After here, I had my herbal tea in front of the news this morning, and I was like, all right, let's get cracking. So I'm going to work on my pine trees today, do a lot of pruning today. We have big storms coming in on Wednesday, so I can do house cleanup then. I'll be canning beans. I really like to have jars of canned beans. They're just my go-to that I can always add. So if you guys want to learn about that, I'm also making laundry detergent in the next week. And so that will be, if you want to know how to make laundry detergent, I can do a video on that. If there's anything that I can help out with, leave a section in the comments below. I said I'd do a follow-up on this. I am wildly excited that all this survived this last 48 hours of polar vortex weather. My parsley in here looks like really bad. So I need to get on the parsley train immediately, because that is something I use all the time. But yeah, I'll be doing more cooking too, because from all the stuff that we store and all the jars, I put up over 400 jars for 2 of us last year, and so I will be happy to share recipes with that. Well, it has been a day. That big pile is all ready to be shredded through the chipper. It's got to dry because it has a lot of sap in it, but I also made progress. I'm in the process of really lopping down an amelanchier, and the other 2 pines I have limbed up, and I'll take those down tomorrow. But I am tired, so I am going to go in, get a cup of tea, and put my feet up for a minute. I think I'm learning to slow down a little bit, but it is the first really nice sunny day we've had. So it's been just so much fun to be outside and get some work done.